Do you guys have these games that you just can't beat, and the ones that just persist? Maybe you eventually give up and come back to them later. Maybe you just can't do it; they're too hard. And I'm not talking about games that you get on like services like Game Pass, or for me, a long time, Origin Premiere, where they're just throwing games at you constantly, and you're like, "Let me see what it's about," and you play it, and you're like, "Ah, it's not for me." I'm talking about games that you really genuinely love, whether you're gifted essentially from these gaming services or games that you actually purchase, that you just can't beat. For me, there were two for the longest time: Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, and the Nuclear Throne. And of those two, Nuclear Throne is the one that I still continue to try to beat. Sekiro, I think, is just insanely impossible at the final boss. It's just not fun. I think that final boss sapped any fun I had out of that game, and I honestly don't know if I even want to go back and try it. Nuclear Throne, I think because it's bite sized, because it's roguelike, which is my absolute favorite genre, because you learn different strategies as you play, and you never get the same loadouts twice, never the same perks twice. It's always a challenge getting there. I always struggled with one of the bosses, the little hunter. Incredibly difficult for me to beat. I don't know if I overthought it or what, but if I ever beat the Nuclear Hunter, which I'm sorry, Nuclear Thunder, which if I ever beat the little hunter, I always made it to the throne. But he was the gateway for me, the gatekeeper that prevented me from making it to the Nuclear Throne. I can tell you that I've only made it to the throne 7 times. I have been playing this game since December 2015. I have logged over 1,100 runs. I have played approximately 66 hours game time. And I am so happy to say that last night I sat on the Nuclear Throne for probably the first and only time. I have gameplay video of it, and it's still just as I was getting ready to put this video together, I rewatched it, which it's recorded from my PlayStation 5, by the way. But the game is compatible, no big issue there. I've got to say, it still gives me goosebumps. I still can't believe I've actually beat this game. What a huge sigh of relief, moment of triumph, exhilarating finale. Standing up out of my couch, screaming in the TV. My hands were shaking. Like, I felt like I was going to have a panic attack. These are the moments in gaming that I live for. These are the moments that, when I think of moments that I truly fondly will remember in 50 years from now, it's moments like this. It's definitely the first chicken dinner that Kevin and I ever won in PUBG. It's stuff that these clutch plays, these moments where it's instinct. You don't even know what you're doing. You're playing, but you're not focusing on playing. You're just in another time and space. And that's honestly how I felt with the throne. Despite the fact, going back and watching some of the gameplay, I made some mistakes. I think I got a little lucky on one of the iframes, which maybe should have killed me. I was definitely over in the corner, almost pixel perfect distance from a kill shot numerous times. But I counted, it was about 52 grenades into the throne, and I beat it. And I wanted to do a video saying a couple things about that. One, as I said, I love this moment in gaming. These are the highs that I live for. I can count a handful of moments that touched me in such a profound way. Definitely Shadow of the Colossus's ending, I will never forget. That chicken dinner with Kev and this event, the Nuclear Throne. I wanted to share that with you guys. And this really just, to me, encapsulates like the gamer spirit, if there is such a thing, of just how difficult some of these games are. And for the people that have beat it and looped 30, 40 times, hey, congratulations. If you've unlocked all the characters, congratulations. But this was the second roguelike game I ever owned, the first being Spelunky, which I actually beat in December. I am now working on Spelunky 2 and trying to work my way through that because it's also very difficult for me. But these roguelike games, there's just something about them that draws me to them, whether it's Spelunky, Rogue Legacy, Enter the Gungeon, obviously this one, Nuclear Throne, which to me is the ultimate of ultimate games, at least in this genre. So let's jump over to the gameplay. I'm going to talk you a little bit through what I did. and I'll wrap up this video. But yeah, let's check it out, and hopefully you guys can hear or feel or see some of the excitement and shaking in my voice, because I gotta admit, even talking about it is a very intense moment. So let's take it away. All right, so here we are at the nuclear throne. I'm playing as young Venus. I do have the golden grenade launcher, which shoots a little bit faster than the regular grenade launcher. Getting a little of those jitters out of the way. I actually had to stand there for about a minute, just kind of flex my hands to get them ready, because I knew this was going to be an intense fight. Thankfully, I never get the throne down to either of the generators. I know, and from experience and from watching infinite YouTube videos on this, you have to shoot the skeleton, and that's kind of what triggers the fight once you try to ascend the throne. The first time I got here, that laser beam hit me and instantly killed me, which was unfortunate. But here we go. I am going to be shooting grenades like a madman, dumping them as hard and as fast as I can into said nuclear throne. I got really lucky because I was able to get a little bit of extra HP, which totally saves me right there. You can see I'm down to 2 HP, which is not good. I was very cognizant of the fact that I was actually in very low health, particularly right there where I thought I was going to eat it. But I did grab a little bit extra HP. Not that it would have mattered. One of those orbs is an insta-kill. And with three grenades left, rather, I actually ascended the throne. This is cool. Get a little ditty there from Young Venus, and we get credits. I have to say that, you know, I'm really sad. Vlambeer, the company that made this game, unfortunately closed their doors 10 years after they formed. Actually, just a couple months ago, back in September, which was sad. So I don't think we'll see anything else from them as a whole anymore. Although I am hoping that the designers and the art team that was influential in making Nuclear Throne does find a way to come back, because this was just such a joy of a game to play. And I really do recommend it for anybody. It's very, very simple to pick up, very simple to understand. It's very basic, like lore, if there really is any lore. There are so many different secrets to this game. How you unlock different characters, how you unlock different guns, alternate levels. I haven't even scratched the surface on the loop, which when you basically beat the game, if you beat it in a particular way, you can continue your adventure and you reset back to the beginning. I didn't do that here. But you can loop, which unlocks additional characters, which unlocks additional perks and that sort of thing. I'm just happy I beat it once. I'm just happy that I got to the throne one time. And I think what's so cool about this game and the small community that exists, you know, very small community on Reddit of people who still really appreciate and enjoy this game. Really helpful, really nice people, always willing to give advice. I never see this game streamed, which is unfortunate. If my internet was better, I think I would stream this a lot more often. It's a very simple game to watch and enjoy and understand. And I think because of the way roguelikes work, the fact that you're never going to get the same run twice, the fact that you're never going to get the same, really any layout twice, the levels, everything are totally different every single time. You really just don't know what to expect. And I think that's what makes it so much fun, because you just kind of don't know. You know, you might think you're going to have a really cool perk or something, and by the time you unlock it, you know, you don't have the weapon that lines up. It's unfortunate how that works. But yeah, what a joy. I'm going to let it run through the end credits here. Unfortunately, my PlayStation recording seemed to skip a little bit. I'm not really sure what happened there. I thought PlayStation 5's recordings were a little bit better, honestly. I'm glad I got at least a good part down. Fortunately, the credits are a little jumpy. But, yep, you're going to get to see the final scene here with the captain, who is an optional final boss. Maybe one day I'll actually get to face the captain. And this will also unlock for me the next character in the adventure, the Rogue, who we'll see. I might play with her a little bit. She seems very interesting. She has her own style, just like young Venus does. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video with me. Maybe a little celebration of things, for me at least. Maybe a win, an early win in 2021. And that's it. So take care of yourselves, and until next time, I'll see you guys on the other side.